Well, first of all, I'm blessed to have the best administrative assistant in the world, and that's Pete's wife. And therefore, I get to kind of know what Pete's up to, even when Pete doesn't know, I know what he's up to. The exciting thing about that, he's always up to amazing things. I think part of Pete's giftedness is his humility. And sometimes I have to dig and say, so what's he up to? What are we doing? What's going on? And when you do just even superficial digging, you realize how many lives Pete has influenced. And you're immediately attracted to that. We just talked about relationships. You want to have a relationship with somebody like that. That's somebody you just kind of want to hang out with and say, wow, what drives you to want to do that? You're giving a lot of your time and you're giving a lot of your effort. And so when you talk to Pete and say, why do you do all that? He gets that neat Pete smile on his face, and you can see why he does it. He's doing it for a very, very big reason. And to hear all of a sudden what's going on, and that Pete desires to have a special place where he can expand what he does, he can formalize what he does, he can offer it to more people, he can impact more people, he can literally transform more lives, he can enhance more of the lives of these kids. All of a sudden I perked up and said, so what are you doing and how are you doing it? And it's kind of neat to see the little places that Pete has gone to see that would this be appropriate. A little bit humbling for me to realize that just literally 20 yards away from me, there's a big, beautiful space that's just been, I think, prepared already for Pete. Not only for Pete, but for people who Pete will mentor and people who will come and understand what relationships are and communities are. So I'm sitting here with a smile on my face on one hand, but a little bit of scowl, thinking, man, I should have thought of this earlier, but I always think the timing's perfect. And where the timing, I think, is perfect, where this space can be developed into this perfect place, this perfect environment where these kids' lives can be changed, where they can understand what it means to encourage, what it means to edify, what it means to empower, what it means to uplift others through the power they already have, and to develop that and to literally allow them to go from where they are now and to realize that it is some work, but the gap can be crossed, and when you get over here, it's a life of service, and this is the greatest life there is. And so I'm sitting here really excited about this potential, extremely excited about this potential, because I know how many, literally hundreds and potentially thousands of lives are going to be changed. We have a big thing at the Grange Street. We talk about truth, strategy, technique, and one of the truths is we're not here for very long. We're all going to die soon, and therefore that's a truth. No one can deny that one. The strategy is, so what do you want to do about it in the meantime? And Pete has demonstrated the ability, so I'm going to do a lot about it in the meantime before we all cash out. And it's going to look like this. Powerfully, it's going to look like above Pete's garage where I can take great care of kids.